Hello and welcome to HPA Global Insights, where we'll be interviewing experts from the dietary supplement, nutritional ingredient, and overall natural health food industry. Please like, subscribe, turn on that little notification bell, and comment below. Now on with the show. Hi, welcome to another show. HPA Global Insights here. We have a very special guest, a friend of mine I've known for a very long time, Monika Xing. She's the Deputy Director at the China Chamber of Commerce, otherwise known as the CCCM-HPIE, very long name. It stands for China Chamber of Commerce, import and export of health products and medicines, correct?
Correct.
Okay, Monika, how are you?
Hello, Jeff. How are you? Long time no see. I'm fine. I'm now in Beijing, and I'm sitting in my office. You see,
Excellent.
It's our conference room. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you got your logo behind you for those people that have never seen it before. There's the name.
Yeah.
Dun,
It's
dun,
too long.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, me too.
So
Long time.
for those people that don't know about or haven't had the pleasure to meet you or know about the China Chamber of Commerce, can you give us a little bit of introduction?
Yeah, sure, pleasure. And thank you, Jeff, for inviting me to join this recording together with you and to see all your friends and professionals in the USA. This is Monika from China Chamber of Commerce. I'm the Deputy Director in the Health and Nutrition Department. China Chamber of Commerce, briefly speaking, it is a association. It is directly under the Ministry of Commerce. And it is business includes the health industry, medicine, medical equipment, and traditional Chinese medicine. And we are association. We support 2,800 members in China, and now we also have overseas members.
Oh, great! So. Just take it from me. I lived in China for 14 years, and from the first year I moved to China, to Beijing, and lived there. I went and met with the China Chamber and have had a very nice relationship with the China Chamber for the last like 16 years or something.
Yeah, well, old friends.
So today we're going to talk about. This will be a two-part series. We're going to make it because there's a lot of information. So today we're going to talk about the dietary supplement or health product industry in China. And everything in China moves so quickly and changes so fast. So let's talk about consumers. Given that COVID was around and all kinds of other economic issues that we can go into, what is changing in China at the consumer level in terms of their thoughts about their health and how they should take care of themselves and things like that?
Yeah, you see, Jeff, we haven't met before since beginning of 2020. So I think it's now almost 2 years. And during these 2 years, it is changed a lot. I think not only the worldwide people, they feel their life change a lot. In China, it's really a big change. So it's also a great pleasure to tell you all the USA friends or the global friends what happens in China now. Talking about the supplements industry in China, it's really a boost in China now. It's due to the COVID-19 and Chinese residents. They pay high attention to maintain their health condition in their daily life. The health industry developed in China very quickly. And it is not only due to the reason from the impact from the COVID-19, but also there are also internal factors happened already in China. The first is China's GDP is developing. I mean, the economy is developing. So the consumer have more money to spend on their health to maintain their health in good condition. And the second is the education level is Chinese people is higher than before. So they would like to have a better life. And the third is because of the I think you know the mobile internet develops quickly in China. So we can use mobile internet everywhere and anytime. And we talk about during these two years, we talk about the digital e-commerce, the digital economy. So the digital economy has the digital economy driven these factors has improved our life more convenient, and they give more abundant users to our life. So, and we get message easily than before and instant. So the Chinese people want to, since they can get the message very quickly, they will know a lot, and they would like to, when the people have more knowledge, they would like to keep a better life. They would like to keep their life in high quality. And other status like in China is logistics. Logistic speeds up in China. Since the logistics developed, so it's very easier to realize the products dealing. I mean, from purchasing, from buying to delivery, and the infrastructure is also well developed. I mean, we have a production, we have a like OEM, ODM, and we have different channels, e-commerce. So all this will stimulate the house products to house products from design, from developed to go into the market. So, and another internal reason for everybody is because in the first tier or super first tier cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen, the employee always work under big pressure. So they are sometimes in the sub-healthy status. So they want to to maintain a good health condition. And then the last reason is there are much more single person also in China, and the divorce rate increases. And also the elderly people, China is also moved to the elderly society. Sure. So and also due to the COVID-19, and people always stay home, and always they will have a pet with them. So they will also pay much attention for the individual health. So all this make the people nowadays they pay high attention to their individual health.
Yeah, and a lot of this, I find that China as a whole is very pragmatic in finding solutions to, for example, we as a country need to do this to be healthy. You can see that the citizens kind of just follow that path. With the Olympics, previously the Summer Olympics in 2008 was another point in time where I think a lot more people started to exercise and do like yoga and Pilates, and that kind of grew out as a national kind of passion to get involved in exercise and fitness. And now President Xi is continuing to encourage people to exercise and be healthy and fit. And just in my time living there, anytime there was bad weather or flu or something going around, I think Chinese medicine is such an old part of Chinese culture. It's always been there, and I find it has a great influence on that too, about especially grandma and grandpa telling you, oh, don't do this because it's not good for your health. And there's that kind of traditional cultural value there too that helps a lot.
Yeah, we call it now we call it about the new consumer group. So the new consumer group is quite different as the elderly people, and they really take care of themselves. Like the Generation Z, like the generation like the people who is after 95th. So this younger people, and also the people in middle age, they feel their body health is quite important, physical health very important.
Yeah, and then just the fact that China has an increasing number of senior citizens or people over 65 is getting larger, and it's going to be very big in the future. So it's very smart by the government to encourage health and fitness, especially for seniors, because you're going to have, China's going to have a very big senior citizen population that if they're not healthy, it's going to be a very big problem for China. And one of our other conversations we had, like on the phone back last week or so, I found it interesting that when I got to China or Asia the first time was in 2000, I found that people that were in their 30s or 40s, we'll call them like mom and dad kind of generation, they would buy supplements for their children, and they would buy supplements for their parents, so grandpa, grandma, but they didn't buy anything for themselves. But that has changed a lot. And so like you just mentioned, the younger people are now buying supplements for themselves and trying to take care of themselves as well as their kids and grandma, grandpa.
Before in China, because the sales distribution channel also changed a lot. Before, you mean the grandpa, grandma, the biggest sales channel in China is direct sales. So, but there is also some things that's not very controls very well. They always buy some things that with the exaggerating function.
Sure.
But due to the cross-border commerce happens, and a lot of the imported supplements come to China, and this is a very with a scientific statement, and then the Chinese people are also much more educated. That's what to take and how to keep health, which kind of function it is to what kind of unhealthy state. We can now say it is an illness, an unhealthy state. So the Chinese people is they use a mobile phone everywhere, anytime, and it's also easy to find the product. So the new generation and now the middle-aged people also influence their parents. So the parents now also know a lot of international brand, and they do not trust the traditional or the old distribution channel a lot. So it's really changed a lot in China.
Yeah, so let's move into our final kind of part for today anyways, and just talk about, and there's some overlap of what we were just talking about, but the kind of recent developments of the overall health food industry, how is it changing? I think one of the big overlaps, as you mentioned earlier, is digital. So cell phones, smartphones, not only does almost everyone in China have one, but the reception is amazing in China. I mean, you can go way out into a rural area, like into a farmland, and you still have reception. So that means people that live out there can still access the internet, they can still see things, they can shop, and they're really far away from the cities. So talk a little bit about kind of those recent developments.
This is really a big change. That is also very important. I think the friends from the USA or from the overseas other countries need to know about the China new sales channels and distribution channels. That what we are also find a lot of change in China. I think the first is for the overseas supplements. The first is still the cross-border e-commerce. It's still increase. The traditional, not traditional, that there are three big cross-border e-commerce or e-commerce platform: the Alibaba, the JD, and the Pinduoduo. And the three giants, they still enlarge their the import, I mean, through the cross-border e-commerce to China, and the products list is also enriched, has been enriched. And so now is what is popular, very popular in China is short video streaming. There are two big giants in China. It's Douyin. Douyin is TikTok, and the other one is Kuaishou. And since this short video streaming developed very quickly and were welcome among all the citizens, so these two giants also enter into the cross-border e-commerce business starting from 2020. So today, when you open the TikTok in China, Douyin in China, you will see the people will do sales. Sure. And also a lot of overseas supplements could be bought through the we call it a live streaming sales. Sure. And so the e-commerce also developed through the this new e-commerce platform, like Douyin and Kuaishou, and it is they have the comparing with the Alibaba, JD, and Pinduoduo, and this traditional e-commerce, and Douyin and Kuaishou, they have their advantage because they have a very good DAU, the daily active usage. Yeah. So and it is much more easier to realize a business from recommendation to deal closing for products. So this is cross-border e-commerce, and the second is also something I mixed in the first topic. The second is the live streaming e-commerce. It's a boost in China in 2020. Yeah, so it's a really, if before we call it only something that will attract visitors, attract visitors to e-commerce platform. Now it is, we call it live streaming e-commerce. So the volume of live streaming e-commerce, now we are in the pre-sale of Double 11 Day from the 20th of October here in China. The pre-sale already opens, so every day you will see the.
So now we have.
Sorry. Your pre-sale opens. Yes, so every day.
So the sales, so that's Double 11 for those who don't know. It's November 11th.
Yeah,
Alibaba kind of started this Tmall. It's Singles Day, so it's like 11 is 1/1 and November 11th is 1/1. It just represents people that are single that don't have a like boyfriend, girlfriend. It was an old college holiday or something, but it's turned into this gigantic, like Black Friday for America, but much bigger. And instead of being one day, it used to just be November 11th, and that was it. Now it started on the 20th, so you got 11 days in October and 11 days in November. So it's turned into like a 3-week holiday of shopping.
Yeah, we do not have holiday, but we spend a lot of money.
Well, a shopping festival, I guess I should say.
Shopping festival. Yeah, because I also remember some 10 years before, for the Double 11 Day, we only have a 1-day sales. That means on that day, all the price is a half price on sale. Yeah. But now, since more business unit join to the e-commerce, and more people, more units, more goods, more products. So one day is not enough for
Well,
people,
and I
for all
remember,
them, for everybody to join together on
yeah,
one
and I
day.
remember, I think it probably has a lot to do with just the bandwidth of the internet and making sure that people can get inside. So I remember when it used to be one day, people would stay the night before, you stay up very late at night and wait till midnight. And as soon as it opens in midnight, people will start to enter into Tmall really quick to try and grab the stuff. And if you weren't lucky, you couldn't get in because the traffic was too heavy and you just, your computer is like frozen for Tmall. You couldn't go inside. But now you've got about almost, yeah, well, 3 weeks really to kind of get in there and buy stuff and get some good deals.
Yeah, because all the commercial unit, they want to do business and they also want to sell more products to consumers. So if only for one day sales, I just heard, I don't know if it's a real fact. I just heard for the cosmetics, the company, it's only what I heard. Maybe it's not the real thing. For the cosmetic company, they use the Double 11 day to reach around the third, how to say, it's three, four, almost 75%, achieve 75% of their whole year sales. So
Oh,
you
okay.
see the double in day is quite important for them. But each company, they want to increase, they want to have a more business deals. So they would like to sell more product and people also want to buy. So how to make people, the both sides satisfied? The day is always longer.
Yeah.
So now it's the 20th. Last year is the 25th in October pre-sale. And you will pay some deposit, like 100 money or 20 yuan or 50 yuan. And on the W11 day, you can pay from the 1st of the November to the 11th of November. You have also 11 days for the final payment.
Yeah. Well, and it's not just, although this is a Tmall shopping festival that they created back many years ago, all the platforms now join in. So like JD.com also is part of this and all the other platforms. And then JD has their own holiday with 618. And then, so all these platforms, they end up having their own holiday. So 618 is June 18th is I believe that's like when JD.com started. I think it's like their birthday or something like that. So that's a holiday in June. Then you have this holiday in November. So there's lots of these shopping festivals. So I think companies looking to sell in China, should keep that in mind that when you want to enter the market, you're going to be wanting to take advantage of these, but you're also going to have to cut prices and offer some good deals to attract the buyers.
Yeah. So I remember I watched the pre-sale of Double 11 day on the 20th of October. I watched now we are talking about the live streaming sales e-commerce. So I watched the two the two famous, the top, Li Jiaqi and Liang. You know her name, and the two KOL, and the visitors of each KOL's live streaming room is around 200 million people, each one. And it is said Li Jiaqi sold around 10 billion. Li Jiaqi himself in his studio, he sold 10 billion RMB. RMB.
Yeah, so that's like, it's about what I saw, it equaled about almost $2 billion US.
That is also a very important point, because I think last year live streaming sales supplements is very hard to come into live streaming sales and seldom to find. But now you can find the supplements could be also sold in the live streaming. So it's also increased a lot. And yesterday night, I watched a live streaming sales. It's one of the top 5 KOL in the Taobao Live. It is Lear, and the lady have a I mean the how to say, it's one famous Chinese supplements brand. The name is Yang Sheng Tang, and during her sales in her studio, it's a small part of Yang Sheng Tang's particular specific sales. She sold a lot of Yang Sheng Tang's own products. So that means the KOL self, they also accept supplements. Before they are now to sell, they think it's like medicine. They cannot see anything. They are not to say, otherwise it will be, their account will be closed. And now they are familiar with the supplements, and they can say something about that. But for the supplements, even in China we have the 7 days, no reason how to say, to get the money back,
return.
Return. So for the clothes, for the cosmetics, also people will return it. But for the supplements, is for the CBEC supplements, almost it is not allowed to return. And the why people take the supplements, want to buy it, because they're already well educated about the function and also about the brand image. So they believe it, and then they bought it. It's seldom for them to return. So the supplement also have the disadvantage compared with the other products categories.
Yeah. So for the global companies that are not yet in China, they're interested. There's just so many tools to use in terms of marketing, and there's so many different platforms, and some of the ones that you talked about, and companies are using them in different ways. Some people are using, like, for example, Little Red Book, and using that as a kind of a branding tool to drive traffic to their Tmall site, or drive traffic to WeChat where they sell product, or drive, so there's so many different ways to use these platforms to drive traffic to your core of where you sell your product. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in coming to the China market, then you definitely need to talk with people like yourself, or the association HPA-China, someone that really knows kind of how to introduce those channels to people. And it's changing constantly. It's changing so fast.
Changing so fast. And also not only the online business changing so fast, also the offline also changed a lot during since 2020. So for the I would like to also talk the offline sales distribution channels change in China. Not only the traditional the offline distribution channel like the drugstore, those supermarkets, and the department store, they sell the supplements, the health food. My laptop has some problems, sorry. And also the supplements also enter into the 12 hours self-service convenience store. The announced in China, some convenience store, they developed very quickly.
Like 7-Eleven?
7-Eleven.
These type of stores?
I don't know if you know the Bian Li Feng. Bian Li Feng is some convenience store. They have fewer employees, maybe only 1 or 2. So the consumer, they use a self-service machine to buy products. So now when I went to those kind of convenience store, I can buy supplements, much more supplement than before.
Sure.
So the supplement and health food. So this is really a big change. Before, only the supplements only go to the big supermarket, but now people will buy them from the convenience store. It's a really big change. And also this year in China, for the offline distribution channel, the free trade free trade sale is a hot topic. So you know Hainan Island.
Yeah. Oh, the
So
duty free shop.
duty free,
Yeah,
duty free
okay.
shop.
Yep.
Yeah, Hainan Island. Hainan Island, it is according to the news. So in the year around 2025, the Hainan Island will be wholly duty free, in Hainan. So, and also in China there will be several duty free department store in China. So this is a very hot topic. And also another way for the supplements company to enter into China market.
Yeah, well, let's for people that don't know, let's just, this is a whole completely another topic. I don't want to get too involved in this part, but for products to legally enter the China market in offline, meaning brick and mortar, being sold in a pharmacy, they need to be approved and get a registration, which is very expensive and takes a very long time. But I think one of the things that has happened is now we have the recording system for simple vitamins and minerals and a few other, it does not take as long. So there's a lot more foreign companies as well as domestic companies getting their products, getting the recorded approval, which takes maybe 6 to 8 months to get. And so I think we're seeing more and more products enter pharmacies, like vitamin C, calcium, these type of products are getting more and more. And we're seeing with that comes more exposure and more education. So I think that it's growing very quickly.
Yeah, you are quite right, Jeff. Yeah, for the offline distribution channel, blue hat is always required. And since these 2 years, we also have our list, and for the filing system, the list also enlarged. Vitamins, minerals, and now we'll have the omega or
Fish
probiotics.
Oil.
Fish oil.
And
So I already saw the brand like the Jamieson and the brand like Swiss Black Moss. They sold everywhere. Convenience store everywhere in China. They have blue hat already.
Yeah, so the blue hat filing system, like I said, I think it takes some of the people we've worked with on that, it takes anywhere from 6 to 8 months kind of to get that, if you have all your paperwork and everything in order, compared to the old blue hat, which is the regular registration with health claims. That can take 3 years, it could take 4. A lot of foreign companies don't have the right paperwork that China requires, so it could be a very long process. So filing system is much more helpful to global companies that have those kind of vitamin mineral products.
Yeah, because the government should they pay attention to people's life, to people's health condition. So for the supplements, if you want to describe the function, you have to be very accurate. You have to guide the blue hat. But now in China, maybe next time we can talk about a lot of change. The consumer not only accept the supplements, they also accept the functional food. This is also very popular in China. So we are. I would like to also say something back to our distribution channels. So not only the e-commerce develops quickly and the offline distribution channels develop quickly. New business also develops quickly in China. We call it like the KOL economy or fans economy. The KOL have a big adhesive to their fans. So this is also a big market in China.
Yeah, no, that's another part of the changing environment in China. That is growing very quickly. All these KOL, and there's actually lots of companies that are doing really well in China, and their only business is to manage KOLs. That's what they're doing. Yeah,
MCN company.
Sure, I mean it's crazy. Okay, well let's end the video today, part 1, and part 2 is a whole bunch of other stuff we can talk about. All right, Monika, well, enjoy your weekend, because it's Friday in Beijing right now. It's Thursday evening here in the US.
Oh, take your free time to do the video. You work
Oh,
very
no,
hard.
no, my pleasure. My pleasure. So enjoy the weekend, and
Thank you.
let's catch back up for part 2 soon. Okay.
Yeah, second part will be much more interesting.
Okay.
Like to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. We'll see you
okay.
soon. Bye.
And see you soon. Thank you, Jack. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to HPA Global Insights. Please like, subscribe, and share with your colleagues. Any questions or suggestions, email us at info@uschinahpa.org. This channel is operated by US-China Health Products Association, which is a nonprofit organization. Please consider joining the association and supporting its global endeavors. Your support is very much appreciated. Until next time, take care.